All right, we're here. So, man, how you doing today?
Doing great. I finally saved up enough money to buy a house, actually. And
What?
I'm like really happy about it because I was able to adopt this kid
Wait,
that was on the street. What's up?
what?
Yeah, on Skyrim. I was playing and I adopted
Huh?
this kid named
Huh?
Lucia.
Wait, no, sir.
What's up?
Sir.
5,000 gold coins, and then I had to get the house renovated to get a room for a kid.
Okay. Why do I deal with you sometimes? And why did you do that? Why are you doing this in front of our guests, man?
The dynamic duo, we're back at it. So I'm Demetrius,
And I'm Demetrius,
and Meech presents.
the Blerd City podcast.
So Meech is healed through the rejuvenating waters of Lake Minnetonka from his last week's throat problems. But
Yes, sir.
we have a really special episode today. We are doing our anime villain draft, but we also have another special reason because we have a guest.
Yes. So who we got here today is a fellow Blerd, a good friend of ours, the one, the only, Paulina.
Hey y'all, this is Paulina. You can call me Afro-Puff Samurai.
That's fire.
Yeah, whatever. But I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, this is a collab that the streets have been talking about. People have been like, "Yo, when y'all get Paulina on the podcast?"
Yeah, I was tired of getting all those messages. I'm like, I was tired of blocking people, so I was like, you know what? We gonna have to do it. The people keeps calling.
You gotta give the people what they want, guys.
Yes, and before we can give them that, we always have to hit them with the legal spiegel.
Yes. So the purpose of this podcast is to explore digital and print media. All sources we reference are owned by their respective companies, and our thoughts and opinions are strictly our own and do not reflect any biases or corporate agendas. Your discretion is advised.
So now we're going to get into just a discussion of what today's topic is. If you're listening, go ahead, like, subscribe, follow us on whatever socials you want, or also like listening platforms. This is one of our last episodes before we have our season finale next week, and then we have our bonus Q&A session the week after. So go ahead, open up the mailbag, send us those questions so we can have a really special episode for you. And before we can get into that, we always get into what's hot. So what's cooking?
Oh man, what's cooking in the streets?
Yo, can I talk about it?
Do it.
So, this weekend was Anime Houston. I think it was their second annual one. And guys, when I tell you it was fire, it was too hot to handle, okay? This, like, mind blown.
Yep.
So, okay, so I'll just say my stuff and then I'll let the meat go. But this was my first con, okay? And when I tell you that this was like a bucket list moment, I could have been running on the ceiling, swinging from the chandeliers of this venue because I was pumped. I had never been in one place where there were so many like anime nerds, and I could barely contain myself. Like, I had to call my brother, who's also an anime nerd, for emotional support because I was out here wilding. Like, I got a sword now. Like, I didn't have a sword, but now I have a sword. And if you asked me if I needed a sword before this day, I would have told you no. But I got a sword now, and I needed it. So this is what we about. This is what it is, guys. This is what it is. If you see me out in these streets, like samuraiing it up, like challenging people to duels, and like on single combat, that's where you'll find me.
And whose sword did you get?
Okay, now I got Zoro's sword. It is the pawn shop sword that he got in Goldie Rogers' hometown. But I got that sword, and you guys don't know me yet. This is my first time here. But Zoro is one of my favorite Straw Hats. And to get his sword and to get one of his first like legendary swords and one of the ones that stuck through him from the very beginning through the time skip to now in Wano, bro, I could cry. Like, so I need to be isekai into One Piece immediately.
All right, Mitch, what you got?
Oh man, well, just picking back off her, like, yeah, Anime Houston was amazing. It was an awesome time. I've been through the block plenty of times, so, but hey, this was her first time, so she's super hype about it. But yeah, it's like my experience was super amazing. Got to meet Johnny Young Bosch,
Go.
young Ichigo Kurosaki, young Adam Park, the second Black Ranger.
Yeah.
We out here. I also managed to procure myself Zangetsu, the sword.
Bro.
So I am out here repping the Bleach brand. And of course meeting a bunch of the One Piece actors and the Haikyuu actors, it was amazing. But another big highlight, and it's actually a hilarious moment where I got to meet Linda Young. So in case you guys don't remember, she's the OG voice of Frieza. And when I met her, right, and mind you, she's a wonderful, she's a kind-hearted being. And she gave me a list of quotes that she'd want me to say. I look at them, right? I look at the quotes. I look at her. Then I look at me. Then I look back at the quotes. Back to her. Then back to me. And there was a problem.
Uh-oh.
A lot of the lines was talking about sand monkeys. and she's an older white lady. And I'm like your tall black man. You can see what the problem kind of lies. So I decided to go for one of the less controversial ones, but one that is definitely high up on the controversial list for anybody who thinks I'm not a menace. Pop goes the weasel. And if you remember when Frieza said that, you know that's a problematic moment. So, but yeah, all round fun time. 10 out of 10 would recommend, and we'll see you back at the next event and con.
So for some of the things show-wise that are coming out, we got She-Hulk, which, let me tell you now, I know all the simps are going to be out. I can feel it in my soul. I'm staying off all social media when it comes to this show.
I need to pull out the Zangetsu for that one. I need to prep myself.
Ooh.
And they gonna be wilding.
Oh yeah, and speaking of Disney Plus, Bleach is going to get streamed on Disney Plus.
Right?
Blasphemy.
It's so weird, but it's weird because Demon Slayer was streamed on Hulu, which is owned by Disney. So I think it's fine.
I didn't know that. See, so I've been seeing the memes where people are like, this is Raven Simone and welcome to Disney Channel. Can you really imagine Ichigo's like, this is Ichigo Kurosaki. Welcome to Disney Channel. Bond guy.
The sign comes up. That'll be fire. But other things that we got Beast, Idris Elba, a lion thriller, which is going to be super exciting this Friday that comes out. Dragon Ball Superhero also comes out, so definitely going to be rocking. A good time to bring the box office back to life. Another thing, House of the Dragon. So that should be coming out the Sunday after you hear this podcast. I 100% believe that this first episode has to be a banger because they betrayed so many Game of Thrones fans, and this debut episode is either going to be Red Wedding-esque or either just when Ned Stark got his head cut off, or it's going to be peak Game of Thrones. It has to be, or people are just going to tune out. This is like the makeup chance, so that's also going to be super fire. And then something that I thought was super funny, that's really hot to me, but Struggle Nation, they did a reaction to Jeepers Creepers 3.
Oh my goodness.
And I was dying laughing after watching this, so that's super funny. But after we get into our what's hot, now we have to actually introduce our guests before we get into our anime villain draft.
All right, and now that we're here, let's go ahead and introduce our special guest. So, who are you?
So, my name is Paulina. Like I said, you can call me Afro-Puff Samurai if you want, but I'm originally from Las Vegas, living here in Houston, and I've probably been an anime fan since I was like 7 years old. I remember when me and my brother started watching Toonami and Dragon Ball and what's her name? Sailor Moon, and how we used to hold up the spirit bomb and sing and dance on my grandma's couches. So like I've always loved anime, and it's one of the things that has stuck with me throughout my development.
Nice. What? Yeah. So those are some of your favorite shows growing up. What about favorite characters?
Oh, okay. So I thought you were just introducing myself. That was just a spiel. So I can keep going. So like I said, I've been into anime for a very long time. And I'm going to say, while me and my brother grew up watching Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon and like Gundam Seed or whatever, I didn't really know what anime was until I watched Inuyasha on Adult Swim. And that is when things really took off. And I distinctly remember staying up late and having to like go into our weight room with the TV turned down so that we could watch it, and my dad wouldn't wake up and say, "What you doing up? You need to go to bed." And so I would say Inuyasha is probably like one of my favorite shows to this day. And it's still that I love the Inuyasha, go man. Like all of that stuff, that was me. Now, when it comes to favorite characters, this is hard. And if you just want to do a podcast where I talked about my favorite characters, I think we would have enough time. It needs to be maybe a 3-parter.
Let's do top 3.
Yeah. So, okay. So, I'm gonna try to get them from different shows because I've got a lot. But like I said, Zoro is probably no. I'm not gonna put Zoro. Take Zoro off because even though I love Zoro, Tony Chopper. I love Chopper. He's so cute. What's another one? There's so much. Oh, Boji.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
my
Boji.
king.
Yes, he's so cute. So this is my weakness. I love cute things and cute characters that are also strong. And then what's one that I've been into a lot recently? Oh gosh. You know what? I'm just gonna have to go with another One Piece character, and I'm going to say Doflamingo as one of my. Actually, no, cross that off. I got another one. Fear King Bradley.
Whoa.
Fear King Bradley. Now,
Phil?
like, while. So this is the thing. Even though, like I said, I've been watching this for a long, so I've got a wide range, and I love cute characters.
Kawaii.
But I love a character who can mess stuff up. I love them when they like tear people to shreds. Like, give me something gory, and I'm all there. So, like, yeah. So give me the extra cute or the gory, and I'm there.
So
and
you're down for the Hitler stash.
Yes. Oh yeah. When he took out a tank with a sword, I was like, oh yeah, he's a menace to society.
Yeah. When he stopped Edward with just like he chopped it up. Oh
yeah. That like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is still one of like the best anime that I've watched. Like I said, we're trying to give you a synopsis, guys.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna. So let's see.
Yeah. So how come you never left just the nerddom?
So honestly, part of it is it's the nostalgia, definitely. Like I said, me and my brother still bond over anime to this day, and he's got my 3-year-old nephew into it, so we can't give it up.
Nice.
But then also, anime is something that, like, the wide variety of stories that they tell, it makes it really difficult to give it up because there's always something new and exciting to watch. And also, like, and then lastly, anime is one of those things where it's a comfort. So if I was going through stuff or I was like, I don't feel comfortable in my own skin, I'd go to anime. Yeah.
Nice. That's excellent explanation. So, what are you into now?
Okay.
Here we go.
So One Piece for sure. I started One Piece last year, and I finished it in 2 months. Like I to be fair, before we keep going, I am a dub watcher. Okay, I grew up watching dubs, and I'm sorry, like I have no problems with subs. I will watch subs. I just prefer the dub. So One Piece for sure. And then recently I've started watching Overlord.
Ooh,
And
yes.
Ainz Ooal Gown.
ooh, ooh, Bone Daddy. He, I love that. And then let me think what else. And then another really fun one that actually caught me by surprise was Life Lessons with Oromichi Onisan, which if you're into existential dread comedy, you will love that.
Nice. I'm gonna need to add that to my list now.
Nice. So yeah, going from there, we're gonna get into our sponsor for the day before our main segment.
Today's sponsor of the day is OtakuCon. OtakuCon is a non-official con of the likes of San Diego Comic-Con. In fact, we aim to be superior to that in all of the above, but this is where we have people of every type of anime community come out and celebrate the world of anime. You get to try out many different foods from your favorite shows such as One Piece or Food Wars. And there you can also participate in a cosplay contest where the winner will get the 7 Dragon Balls and be able to make a wish of their own choosing as long as it's not world destroying. And finally, for all you furries out there, there's a special place for you, and that place is the trash can. So please come on out to OtakuCon unless you're a furry. Otherwise, we're gonna have to run these pockets.
All right, so with August, we're keeping with our villain theme of the month. So we started off with Venom. He's a villain into an anti-hero, into a hero. Last week, we gave the villain primer, which was one of my favorite episodes, honestly, just getting to talk about some of our the villains we love and we hate, and then just also get into that mindset, just like a deep discussion with it. So today we are doing the anime villain draft. So getting into that, first I'm gonna read the rules of the villain draft. All right, so we have a format of 6 total rounds. There's going to be 5 of our main rounds and then 1 wildcard round. So each person will select 1 villain per round with 5 on your main roster and 1 wildcard. It's going to be a snake draft, so essentially a rotating order. Why we're doing the draft now is because a lot of people are doing their fantasy football drafts, so it kind of ties into there because I have mine coming up soon as well. So that's why we're doing our anime villain draft. So for the rules, they only apply for the first 5 rounds, and then a wild card is mostly a free-for-all. But first rule, don't take forever to pick or you get Team Rocket. So everyone here is prepared. I had no doubt that they would come up with villains. Maybe just deciding who to pick out of the numerous villains that we have might be the tough part, but we're all set, ready to go. So villains are from animes only. This doesn't even count on the wild card. Animes only. So Avatar: The Last Airbender is not an anime. You can fight any of us about it. The villain must have spent more time in canon as a villain than a good guy. So if they flip in either direction, so they have to be more time canonically as a villain. Think Orochimaru. And that doesn't apply for the wild card round. Anti-heroes don't count unless they fall under this category. So Vegeta, Sasuke, and then Scar from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, all of them had their anti-hero / villain / hero phase. So, and yes, this doesn't count for the wild card. You only get them as a villain. So any power-ups they get post or pre-villainy does not count. Next, if all of their villainy is retconned and turns out they were good the entire time, it doesn't count. This is mild spoiler, but Itachi, Lelouch of the Rebellion.
I feel like it doesn't count for a spoiler if it's been like known for like 10 years.
Yeah, Naruto.
But still, people will come after us.
That's fair.
All right, for the next one, you can't pick an entire group with 1 pick. So you can pick 6 members of the Akatsuki, but you can only use 1 pick at a time for each member. But this doesn't apply for characters that are a duo or a group and they only make up one entity. So Zetsu, we have Black Zetsu, White Zetsu, Pain / Nagato, the 6 paths of pain. Then JoJo villains because they have sans. So that's an example to think about. And if a character is retcon, make the distinction. You only get the villain version. So a Broly, who gets retconned in Dragon Ball Super. And then for the final one, they actually have to be evil. So no characters who were the antagonists of the arc, but not necessarily a villain. So example, Jiren from Dragon Ball Super in the Tournament of Power, he wasn't necessarily evil. Thanks, Meech, for that one, because that was actually a really good addition to the rules.
You're welcome.
All right, so for the order of the draft, I tried to be chivalrous and let our guests get the pick.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Meech has done me dirty because he knows he can't handle me if I get to pick first. But it's okay.
Nah,
It's okay.
see, and now it's time for me to go ahead and explain myself, because in all drafts, you all have an equal and fair shake. I am chivalrous at heart, but we in our villain bag today.
I forgot.
So the Black Air Forces are laced up,
Yes.
and there is no mercy here.
So, are you telling us to prepare for trouble and make it double?
Oh, this is going to be a good one. I can feel it. So we are doing a not live action, but we are live seeing what picks we get. So there will be no fighting about which order you get for that now. All right, here we go. So humbling has occurred. Paulina is still getting our first pick. I am second, praise the Lord, and Meech is in our final spot. In fairness, no, we're not doing it, so you don't get back-to-back picks, but you will. We have the format here.
Oh, right.
So,
Right.
but the first shall be last eventually. All right. With the clock started, can you pick for us? You are on the clock, Paulina.
Okay, my first one. You know I have to get certified Black Air Force Energy Madara Uchiha.
Oh.
Yep.
See, I knew I wouldn't be able to get him. But he was on the ideal squad. So with me up, my first pick is going to be Captain Aizen.
I hate you, Lola. Well, it's fine, because I gotta go with Goku Black.
Oh, that was on my list as well.
You know what? It's cool. It's fine.
Whew. Okay, so in the second round, I have the next pick. Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, so I don't know if I can get him if I don't pick him now. But I'm going to go with Meruem
Dang
from
it.
Hunter X Hunter.
Okay.
It's cool. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm not bitter or anything.
Nope. But for me, I have to go with this man is 6 people. We going with Nagato Uzumaki. Pain.
It's cool.
Oh.
It's fine. I'm not upset. So you've got pain. You know what? I am going to go for absolute chaos, and I want you to give me Hisoka.
Ooh.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Hisoka is off the board.
And now it's my time, and I gotta do it. I got to be out here as a whole villain, a villain. We going with Muzan Jackson.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. And so let's see. Okay, my next one, because we got to get a One Piece villain in here. So you know I'm choosing Don Quixote do Flamingo.
Mm-hmm.
I like his swag. How many men do you know wear hard pants and a pink boa to a fight?
Yeah.
That is a good pick. Okay. Oh, this is a tough one. Okay, so this might be a bit controversial,
Oh no.
but I believe he is 100% a villain. So I'm going with Bone Daddy himself, Ainz Ooal
No,
Gown.
wait a minute. No. A flag on the play. I call a flag on the play because I was gonna pick him for the wild card. That is him. It's okay.
He's a
Cool.
villain.
But I feel like he counts more in the wild card round because he would be more of an anti-hero.
Yeah, he hasn't, like, he only been a full villain for maybe 1.5 seasons. I'll give you 1.5. This has been 3 seasons. Okay.
He is a good guy he is a bad guy that does good things sometimes. A lot of times, actually.
Okay, because season 3, like, complete menace to society.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, killing 70,000. Well, minor spoiler, he killed 70,000 people in one shot. So
Easy.
Can I keep him? I might switch it. I might switch it then. Okay, I'll switch him because it's shifted. But so that's gonna be funny. Whoever gets the wild card, we're gonna have to do another random generator for that one.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so for number 3.
Wait, hold up. Nah, we don't have to do that because
Get decided on the fly. Okay, so if I can't get Ainz Ooal Gown, who's definitely a villain. Oh, give me the world. Give me Dio Brando.
you knew I was looking right at him.
it sucks going last, don't it be? I guess pain isn't the only one to know true pain. So I'm going to go. This might throw you for a loop, guys, but if you know Akame ga Kill, you know that this woman was like, not only was she insane, but she was in denial about being insane. So give me Seryu Ubiquitous.
Yeah.
She's like, just even like, I know you're probably thinking I was gonna pick Esda. And
Yeah, I was like, yeah. It was either both of them or
Yeah.
both of them was fair.
Okay.
Okay, so we're into round 4. Who's up next?
You.
All right, here we go. So after my pick got shut down, I'm sorry, Ainz. This is a tough one. I think I can get this person now, but I can also get them in the 5th round. But I'll go with them now. So I'm gonna go with Ryo Asuka, aka Satan from Devilman Crybaby. Oh wait.
Really?
Yeah.
I disagree.
I looked right at him.
He was
Right
go.
at me. I was like, nah, none of y'all were gonna think of that.
Yeah, no, he was on my list too.
All right. Oh boy, this is amazing.
All right.
Really, I just like that we're taking all the ones that you
But
want.
you know what? It's fine. It's fine because I got somebody who I know I wanted, and y'all hadn't said them yet. So I'm like, yes, it's time. I'm going with Jason from Tokyo Ghoul.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. That is a good one. So, it's back to...
All right, round
Yeah.
5. This is key. Oh, there's so many people I can pick from. But I'll save a few. This is tough. I'm gonna go with Dracula from Castlevania. I feel like he was a villain.
So, I didn't include Castlevania because it's not... I don't think it's
It doesn't count.
No.
It was made in America.
Yeah.
The same boat as Avatar.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta check this up on the fly. Oh boy, I thought Castlevania was 100% an anime.
Nah.
It is Castlevania anime. This anime series is a dark medieval fantasy based off of a game.
So now look at the studio.
Studio.
American animated dark fantasy.
Does it have to be an
Yes.
American? Okay.
Yes.
So all my picks are getting vetoed, people. But if we're gonna play like this, then I'm choosing violence. I'm going with Griffith from Brazil.
Yes. I agree with that. Yes. You gotta. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
on my list too, but I'm not mad about it.
You know?
That was a great pick.
Oh yeah, that was a great one. That was a great one. And I'm surprised nobody has said his name yet. Mr. Light Yagami.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we hadn't.
I got somebody similar. He was on my list though.
He was.
I'm surprised we hadn't gotten to Light Yagami yet. That's my last pick.
Okay. So there's pressure. There's pressure here, and I can go with: am I trying to be evil, or am I trying to be powerful evil? And you know what? We all know what he did. We know, and it still hurts. But give me Shao Tucker. Oh, Shao Tucker.
Evil.
Shao Tucker. It doesn't get any worse than that.
Okay.
The memes.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna
Still too soon.
after the draft, we're gonna get into why we selected each pick.
Wait. Can I back up real quick? Because there is another bad dad. But Bondred for Made in Abyss.
Okay, I actually haven't seen Made in Abyss, but
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
Y'all get in their comments and tell them why they need to watch Made in Abyss.
I heard it's good. I just know it's gonna mess me up mentally.
Yes.
So.
I switched from Shao Tucker and I gotta do Bondred. Last minute substitution, y'all. Sorry.
All right.
But thank you for being understanding.
Cool. So now we get into our wild card, and you know what, Meech, you could go ahead and start.
Thank you. All right, so I know we already mentioned his name earlier, and we all know who I was going to pick anyways for this round. The man became a total menace to society, but he hadn't gotten to the point where we counted him as a full villain because he hadn't been a villain long enough. But I have to do it to you all. Ainz Ooal Gown.
I'm so bad.
Overlord.
Yeah. Wow, shocking.
Oh no, we out here picking the picks.
Oh yeah, no, I am mad at you. I am not mad.
I'm a little upset since he was my literal third pick.
Yeah. That's fair.
I bet the humbling has continued.
Yeah.
Don't worry, mine is good as long as Paulina doesn't pick them.
Oh yes, because it's your time.
Part of me wants to be a butt and kind of like try to figure out what you're thinking, but I'm not gonna do that.
Worst part is I know what he's gonna pick, but I ain't saying it.
Can you whisper it in my ear?
I'm just here to see the cards happen.
Okay, so I am going to choose someone who, if you've never, so he's a little, this is hard because there's so many great villains. And it's hard to choose between power versus evil mastermindedness.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, just because his power seems so terrifying, and this is a little bit of a light spoiler, but the theory is that his power is whoever he touches, he kills. And so his name is Fyodor Dostoevsky from the anime Bungo Stray Dogs.
Ooh, season 4 coming.
Yeah.
Ooh, see,
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, I had, I was like, is she going there? Like, yep.
I sure am.
Okay.
Oh, that was a good one.
So my pick is safe.
Yes, it
If
is.
you are listening to the podcast and you watch Attack on Titan and you have not seen season 4,
You need to.
fast forward right now because I'm about to. This is a major spoiler.
Yeah.
Children of Ymir. I'm picking Eren Yeager, villain, Attack Titan, Founding Titan, Warhammer Titan, as my wild card pick.
That is a great
Yeah.
pick. I wasn't sure if I could put him
Yeah.
on here because I was like, because my thing is, I don't think he's doing anything wrong. Like, real talk. The world kind of walked into that one after all the stuff. He thought he watched his mom get munched on.
I'm with you.
I mean, yeah.
Like, he's an enemy to the world, but is he really a bad guy?
But did Kapopo or whatever the black guy's nation, is he responsible for that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they all knew what was going on, and they could have sent some sort of delegation to Parody and be like, hey, y'all, this is what real happened. But instead, you know what they did? They was like, nah, forget y'all. Like, we gonna tell you nothing. So I feel like they earned it.
So, yeah.
I mean, they did deserve it. I mean, genocide is the only correct answer.
Yeah.
We've spoken on this podcast about methodology versus action. So
You know, I'm a man of action.
Yeah.
So, yes, Aaron still stays, but it's a really good one. So, we're going to get into a recap of each and every one of our picks. So, starting with Paulina, you can read off your list and why you picked each and every person.
Okay. So I've got Madara Uchiha, and all I have to say is, y'all know the scene where he whooped an entire army, like by himself. So I feel like that speaks for himself. And then I have Hisoka, because he's creepy. Like we all know. And also he's got the best power in the entire anime universe, bungee gum that has the properties of both rubber and gum. So then next we have Don Quixote do Flamingo, Dofi for short. And like honestly, like Doflamingo is one of those villains where he's got a tragic backstory. Like he really does. Like sorry, no spoilers if you're not there yet. He's got a tragic backstory.
What's up, Reach?
Does he though?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He capped. I ain't gonna say it.
Listen. He's got a tragic backstory, and you know what? He was bad before his tragic backstory even started. He just got worse. Man, can I say the spoiler?
You know
about
what?
what he did? Okay, he literally killed his brother. He gunned down his brother because he got in his way. Like, real talk. No, that was after his whole family. They were what are they called? Celestial dragons, and then they got murdered, chased down, hunted. That's pretty tragic. And he was like, you know what? I take that and I raise you. I'm gonna take over a kingdom using brain control and make these people forget their loved ones and turn them into toys and be like, everything is fine. Yeah, sorry, that was a whole spoiler, so you can skip all of that.
So he essentially infinite Tsukiyomi. I see what your team is going for.
Yes. Then next I have Seiryu Ubiquitous, and honestly, I don't think I've seen a more deranged character in anime in the way that she was, because it unsettled me. Because she's all for justice, but she's willing to literally rip people to shreds and smile about it. I've got Bondrude, which for the sake of the Meeches here with me, I'm not going to spoil it, but if you think Shao Tucker is bad, Bondrude is at least, like, he's 10 times worse.
Oh boy.
And I'm not really exaggerating. Y'all, if you know, you know. And then my wild card pick is Fyodor Dostoevsky from Bungo Stray Dogs, who, like, the speculation, the theory, and what we at the end of season 3 left out as, if he touches you, you die. He's also an evil mastermind. So, yeah.
All right, and does your team have a team name?
Team name. We will go with Team Hopeless, because you'll be hopeless if you face us.
Okay, so for my squad, we got number 1, Captain Aizen. I mean, this man was the ultimate betrayal that I did not. No one saw it coming. Yeah. Like, that was perfect betrayal.
Yeah.
He can't be killed. His Bankai, literally, if he takes his sword out, you're already in his Bankai. So it's over, essentially. And it's a spoiler for what's coming up, so I'm not going to say it. But Aizen, we're not done with him yet. For number 2, Meruem, also from Hunter x Hunter, the Chimera King Ant. He got 100% cheated because he won with honor and defeated the strongest hunter that there was. The dude literally had to have a nuke in his chest, and as soon as he died from getting beat, it poisoned Meruem. And he also beat everybody else with honor when he was playing the games, except for one. And he had a turnaround at the end, but he was 100% evil.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The honorable evil.
So for number 3, we have Dio. I believe we are currently on the 5th or 6th generation of JoJo. Jolene is...
that was...
I forgot.
No, it's not 8.
No, it's
Well, I'm talking about anime only.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Sorry, I don't watch.
that's fair.
Controversy. I don't watch JoJo yet.
It's really good. But essentially, he was the main villain for at least 3 of the Joestars. And then he also has the offspring of our guy. So exactly. So, but essentially, like the savagery in the first season, where he literally kissed Jonathan's. It wasn't his girlfriend at the time, but he kissed her just because.
That was messed.
Just to take her kiss away.
Even I know.
And messed up their romance. But he's also what I really loved about Diamond is Unbreakable. Not Diamond is Unbreakable, the Stardust Crusaders, is that that's when they introduced stands, which really like made the show take off. But I remember Joseph, he used Homo and he was like, get that mess out of here, we doing stands now. And just completely changed the dynamic of the entire series. And yes, the world is one of the most powerful stands, so powerful that they even let the GOAT Joestar take it. So, and then in this current one on the Netflix series, Jolene, we're still seeing the effects of his followers following after Dio. So number 4, the one that was controversial as well, because I didn't know anybody would pick this as well, but Ryo Asuka. Another betrayal that I did not see coming. But this man is quite literally Satan, and he ended the world. There's no other way to put it. He successfully ended the world, and apparently fan theory speculate that he was doing this for it's a cycle continuously. And his best friend, he outed him as a devil man, and then ended up getting his girl that he loved killed, and just like it just started a war, and he's literally looking at the stars with his best friend by his side and just talking, but his best friend is dead with his body decapitated. So this dude is awful. Number 5, another betrayal. Man, maybe I should change my team name, but we have Griffith from Berserk.
Gosh.
Another traitor. I mean, traitor to the Band of the Hawks, the Eclipse, member of the God Hand, Wings of Darkness. Do we need to say any more?
No.
The Eclipse is the red wedding of
Yeah, that was brutal.
And then for the wild card, this breaks my heart having Aaron on the team because he was such a sweet boy, and he was a victim. Even though it turns out, I'm not going to get too deep into this, but yeah, let's just say certain dominoes fell not because of how he thought they initially fell.
Say he was lacing up them black Air Forces at a young age.
From birth. So my team name is Only God and Plot Armor Can Stop Us, because literally everybody on the team either did not die or plot armor defeated them, or God. So
After y'all go, I'm gonna change my team name because they put me on the spot, y'all. I had no idea I had to pick a team name too. So I'm gonna fix that.
All right. Now it's my time. Firstly, number 1, I had to do it. Goku Black. What else is there? The man is a menace. Firstly, he looks like our favorite boy Goku, but he ain't Goku. He out here murking timelines. Not just universes, timelines from existence. He believed he was doing good, but he's he's on this holy mission, but nah, this man's out here committing genocide on a temporal level. His strength was strong. He was the strongest out of every non-fused character at that point. And when he comes back in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, he got even stronger. I'm like, hey, yo, he proved that we don't need Zamasu out here. I am Zamasu, but I am a god. And that's the thing. He is a god. He has his black Air Forces laced up at all times.
they literally had to get the one above all to erase him.
Yes. It had to take literal god to finish him off. I don't know what could be more black Air Force than that. So that was my number 1. He had to be there. Number 2, Nagato Uzumaki, Mr. Pain himself. Firstly, a villain who I can get behind because this man is so black Air Force. He murked our boy. Spoilers for Naruto Shippuden, but if you haven't seen it yet and you know what I'm talking about, R.I.P. to Jiraiya, the real one.
Yeah.
Still hurts to this day, but what a way, but what an establishing moment that he murked them. Nextly, murking a whole village. He murked the entire League village in one with all 6 of his main players. Really took one.
Yeah.
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 It really took one to murk the entire village, but he brought 6. Like,
Oh, sorry.
I was like, his man is 6 people.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably like one of the best scenes in anime.
Oh, stunning.
Almighty push.
This world shall know pain. And then finally, he is perhaps the only villain to have actually stumped Naruto and left him speechless. Like oh yeah, I'm gonna be Hokage. It's like, all right, how you gonna do that? Yeah, first I'm gonna kill you and bring peace to the world. All right, how you gonna do that? I don't know. Exactly.
Had
So,
that Jeopardy music playing.
yep.
Yeah.
Had my boy Shook speechless and gave one of the best speeches of all time with the cycle of hatred.
Yeah.
Something that sadly is still happening today, but we ain't gonna get into that. Black Air Force is laced up. Now, number 3, Muzan Jackson.
Oh boy.
And yes, I know what his last name is, but we calling him Muzan Jackson because he looked like the king of pop. That's reason number 1, just right there. You look like the king of pop.
Would you say he's a smooth criminal?
Absolutely. He always want to be starting something. There ain't no human nature in him at all. Everything's black and white with him. I can go on all year long. You better watch out. But yes, Muzan Jackson. First, it's like without even seeing him, you already feel his impact by murking Alessandro's family.
Yeah.
And turning Nezuko into a demon. How much of a demon do you have to be to murk the entire main character's family off screen? And
R.I.P.
R.I.P. But yes, all of the damage he's done over the centuries he's been alive, and then finally and perhaps the big thing is the fact that we all know about boy Kyujiro. Kyojuro, yes. I think Kyojuro. It's whatever, but and you know how he got donutted by Akaza. And this man Akaza bows to Muzan Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is scared of this man, and yet he's strong enough to take out perhaps one of the strongest Hashiras around. And all he says is like, oh, you took out one Hashira?
Yeah.
Let me put you back in check and remind you who top dog around here.
Said, bro, I told you to get the earring gun.
Yeah. It's like, you can't even do the one thing I told you about. Gosh.
Nah, let me put you on a t-shirt real quick.
He said a Hashira.
It's like, nah. Black Air Force is laced up with Muzan Jackson. Next pick, oh my goodness, Jason. Well, if you guys know what that monstrosity did, the torture he put our boy through, and that's the type of torture where if it was between me getting tortured by the Joker, getting tortured by Jason, I'm picking the Joker any day of the week.
Yeah.
Because I ain't doing it.
Gosh, who knew you could do so much with some pliers?
Oh boy.
I was like, nah. And the fact that, A, his name is Jason and he got a mask. He already repping the Voorhees brand. I was like, nah, you gotta come with me, big fella. Your Black Air Force is too strong right now.
He turned our boy evil.
Yeah.
Yes, you know you a demon if you can make other demons.
That is true.
It's like we got Muzan Jackson out here. He turning people demons.
You also have the leader of the Akatsuki.
Yep, the leader of the Akatsuki,
Turns
demons.
people into... Well, he takes their bodies and is like, oh,
He'll use your body to turn into demons, and then Goku Black just is.
I see the vision.
Well, he recruited his past self to be, so he turned his past self into a demon.
Okay.
Oh, no. We out here. Next up, Light Yagami.
Oh, yeah.
Another man who turns people into demons. Because he is one. And man, actually, I think I may have actually gotten the name of my team now. I already had one before, but no. But really, what is there to say? We have a whole series about this man being a whole menace to society, a menace to America, a menace to the world. a menace to Japan, a menace to everything. If this man, and RIP to our boy Light Flash, but if he was allowed to stay around and he kept going, the world would be over. Like,
Yeah.
like he is just like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, you just say something against him now. It's like, oh no, your name going right there in that though.
To be fair, he was trying to make a utopia, and he did drive crime down.
Yeah, close.
But at what cost though?
The cost of villains.
How many bodies did this man drop?
Our boy Kira, a god.
Yeah.
Exactly. The man is a god. He a demon. Hey, man, do I need to talk about L?
Yeah,
And
that
what
was
he
sad.
did?
R.I.P.
Do I have to talk about that?
Ugh.
He was so much of a menace that he basically had the show go from excellent to mid.
Yeah, that is that's true.
100%.
Yeah.
He managed to affect the whole anime in and of itself. Nah, Black Air Force lace up with him. And then finally, my wild card. You guys already gave the praises enough. Ainz Ooal Gown, Mr. Overlord,
Yes.
I'm not upset.
Lord Momonga. What else is there to say? Menace, demon. He has whole teams of demons.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
He enslaved a whole village of folk and murked a whole town of people.
Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
one fell swoop.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got high level demons that are the underlings and are like, yeah, yes, he's the boss. Yes.
This man is such a demon. He rewrote the programming of Albedo so that way she loves him. And yes, like that is some demon level chicanery. Lace them up. Lace up the forces.
And squad name?
And the squad name is the Black Air Force Demons.
Okay. Now I get to change my team name. And so my team name is Mind Games Are the Least of Your Problems.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like that. So now that we have all of our squads picked and we kind of went through the reasoning, what other villains did you have on your list that you just want to list off?
Oh, okay. So some notable ones that I had were Fuhrer King Bradley, Gilgamesh from the Fate series, Akainu, Naraku, Isabella from the Promised Neverland.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was on
Yeah,
there.
in the one season that they had.
Yes, yeah. It's a shame they don't have more seasons. to that.
Right? It's like they
Yeah.
really could finish there.
Yes, I had Big Mom on here as well as Blackbeard. Yujiro Hanma.
Yes!
Um,
A demon!
Yes. Oh yeah, the demon. I had QB from Puella Magi Magico Magica. And y'all know what, if you watched that, you know what he did. He was stealing people's souls and hollowing out little girls. Like, if that's not a menace, I don't know what is. Ukiura. Yeah. I was this close to picking him. But I had, y'all know what happened.
Yes. Donuts.
Yes. I had Riza from Tokyo Ghoul, as well as Mahito, Sukuna, and Pito. Yeah. Oh, and Overhaul.
Nice.
Yeah. And then for me, besides the ones that everybody here mentioned, I also picked Obito.
Yep.
I had Obito on here. I also had Kid Buu,
Yep.
Oh,
He was on my
yeah.
list.
Frieza.
I was
Yeah.
surprised no one picked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I was looking at him. I was like,
I was doing a whole one anime per.
same. I was trying to save from like one
Yeah.
going for anime.
I had Askeladd from Vinland
Oh,
Saga.
yeah, I had him.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes, he was a monster. We had Char Aznable from Gundam.
Oh.
I had Merrick from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
Cause he a problem.
Yeah.
I had Yoshikage Kira from
Yes.
JoJo.
Yes, he was on my list. I was debating between him and
Oh,
he's definitely the second best villain.
oh no, he out here. But I had Kaido from One Piece.
Oh, yeah.
I had Pride from Full Metal.
I almost put him on my list too.
I also have Father from Full Metal.
Yep.
Yeah,
Here's my
yeah,
list.
yeah.
Vicious from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
That's a good one.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I was looking for World Destroyers though.
yeah. I had the Major from Hellsing.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The Nazi himself.
Yes.
I had Johann Liebert from Monster.
Oh.
I was out here going
Yeah.
for evil.
Yeah.
He was here.
Yeah.
I had Gendo Ikari from Evangelion.
Oh
Didn't
yeah.
do that.
Getting the robot. See?
Like, listen, there was Yo Pig, there's Shot Tucker, and then there's Gendo Ikari.
Yeah.
They are the bad
Yeah.
dad trio.
You should have had like the final episode of the first season of Evangelion for breaking our brains.
Yes.
Bruh.
I don't. That's such a confusing episode.
Congratulations.
It's like that was such a Gynex ending to the end. And then also I had Ghetto from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yep.
That movie.
Oh yeah.
I so much so I called it, like, when I watched that movie in theater, I called him Ghetto Frieza.
Yeah.
He kept calling people monkeys. I'm like, oh nah.
Yes. Oh yes. Yep. He's a menace.
Yep, and then finally, like, I had to go for the My Hero bag, Shigaraki,
Yep.
Dabi, and All for One.
Yes. Yes. Why did you choose Dabi? Wait, do you read the manga?
Yup.
Okay, never mind. Forget I asked that question.
It's like, do you want to?
No, absolutely not.
It's like, do you want me
No,
to watch with Big Dabi? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. And then if and I also had one extra, like, wild card pick for the for the anti-hero, and it's Beelzemon from Digimon Tamers from the third season.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
See, I haven't watched that.
you should, because that season is made by the same guy who made Evangelion.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so it gets dark.
I love that. Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it tends to be dark.
There's that one where it's like, oh, I forgot what the red Pokemon, but when he like, not Pokemon, Digimon, where he turned into that evil
Beelzemon,
form.
yes. That
and
was
he was
because
like,
of Beelzemon that he turned from cute little.
That was a scary
to
episode.
a whole demonic dragon.
Okay.
You
Okay.
watch that.
Okay. I'm
Yes.
down.
And then for me, y'all basically hit everything. Only other one, Orochimaru, he's not as powerful as the other one. Like, he immediately got like leaped over in terms of villains with Naruto.
That's
Yeah.
true. Granted, but he's hard to kill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
He's still alive
he
to
is
this day.
hard to kill.
Yes. Okay. Then hit all the one. Did y'all name any of the admirals? I don't watch one.
I had Akainu.
I said Akainu.
I was going to add, what's the light guy?
Kizaru.
Kizaru, and then I didn't think Fujitora or Aokiji would be considered villains. Yeah.
All right, dope. So only other ones that I have is Goto from Parasite, absolute menace.
Yeah.
A dog in every sense of the word. And then Dracula is a controversial one because I didn't know that it had to be an American studio.
I was like, Avatar's not an anime. I'm like, who's that?
I thought that this was 100% an anime.
No.
Nope.
Okay, but okay, only two other ones are Dragon Ball ones, Evil Brawly, and then Cell actually gets slept on now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
Like
I
Cell
did.
hasn't,
Yeah, Cell's on my list too.
like
Yeah.
Cell hasn't been revived. He hasn't like had like kind of.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
So, but like I feel like with Frieza getting like 17 resurrections,
Yeah.
Cell should at least have a few more than he does.
Yes. Have you? Did you have another?
That's it. That's
Because I realized no one put Kenny Ackerman. Ackerman. He's a villain.
we should have put Gabby.
Oh gosh! Don't even get me started. Oh gosh! Oh my gosh! Y'all, you need to watch season 4 because once you watch season 4, like she's already annoying,
Yes.
but then she does the unspeakable, which we're not gonna spoil.
Blasphemy.
But she can literally fight me.
Sorry, team. I had to leave and come back. I just got triggered by the name.
Yeah.
And And yeah. So what are we talking about now?
Well, now we're going to transition into our Freak Out, Geek Out segment. So with our Freak Out, Geek Out segment, it's a segment where we ideally want it to be a fan segment. So we get hype about either a character, a movie, television show, or just something that's hype that's been in your life that you really want to just freak out and geek out about. So what do you got, Paulina?
Okay, so I know there's no cameras in here, but I need the camera to zoom in on me right now. Like, imagine me looking straight at the camera. Guys, if you have not watched One Piece yet, or you're just like, it's too long, I can't watch that, you need to shut up, okay? Shut up and watch it. Because One Piece is one of the greatest pieces of anime storytelling that I have ever come across, okay? So I remember I'm walking through the first time I started watching it. I used to be like you. I used to be like, One Piece, that's dumb. I'm not gonna watch it. And then I was like, if I want to keep my anime street cred card viable and renew it for the next year, I need to watch One Piece. So I started watching it. It was like, blah, blah, blah. I don't like the animation. It's old, whatever. I got to Arlong Park and I was hooked. Guys, listen, new seasons of My Hero Academia, like it was like summer of 2021. And you asked me what was airing that season, I can't tell you. You know why? Because I was watching One Piece. One Piece has beat out all of my favorite anime from like my entire life. I did not expect it to be as absolutely amazing, but like the story is good, the characters are good. Because I don't just like Zoro and Chopper. I like all of the Straw Hats except for Nami, to be completely honest, because I feel like she ruins a lot of the fun. But anyway, I love all of the Straw Hats. And I don't just like them individually, I like their relationships with one another, okay? Like, we went to this anime convention, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy merch from everything. Like, I'll get a little bit of Demon Slayer, a little bit of Haikyuu, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I spent my money on? One Piece merch, guys. One Piece. Ask me how many things from other anime I got. I think it was 5. Real talk, I think it's 5. All my autograph stuff, One Piece. All of my like big things, like my sword, One Piece. The stickers, One Piece. Okay, so you need to watch it. Like I've always wanted an anime tattoo, and at first I was like, oh yeah, I'll get something general or whatever. I'm not gonna tell you my idea because I don't want to see people in the streets with like, I took your idea. I don't want that. But I was like, I'll get something general. And now I'm just like, nah, I need a One Piece tattoo. So if you haven't watched it, you need to get on this train. And take this from a skeptic. It will really like blow your mind out of the water how well this story is connected. And while you're at it, go ahead and watch Life Lessons with Uromichi Onisan. Because as a struggling millennial, or even if you're a struggling Gen Z, you need to watch that because it'll make you feel better about the existential dread that you go through and not being where you're at, where you want to be in life and where you're expected. If you're single and you're just like, gosh, when is my boyfriend or when am I going to find someone? They got that. If you aren't doing what you're passionate about because like it's not lucrative, they got that. If you're kind of stuck in failure to launch, they got that. As well, and if you need a refresher on your alphabet and why you should eat vegetables, they got that. So you should definitely watch these two and come find me, follow me on my social media, and I'll give you anime recommendations. You can find me at Paulina What on almost all platforms.
Nice. So we're now going to transition to a segment that almost ended the podcast when we did our Nope review. So we're going into one of my favorite segments, the random fan theory segment.
Still not over that one. Still not.
We're not going to re-debate it.
But at least it's me handling the theory today.
They're about to start slapboxing now. It was crazy.
All right. So, who here remembers the anime hit Yu-Gi-Oh?
I do remember it.
Who remembers our favorite initial antagonist, Maximilian Pegasus,
My
I
guy.
really liked him.
and how his deck, right, his cards were pretty much primarily like tunes. They seemed like practically invincible. Like if he had that like Toon World card out, they have like a bunch of tunes. Like he took Kaiba's Blue Eyes White Dragon, made it a tune.
Oh, yeah.
He took Skull, made it a tune. He took everybody's monsters and made them tunes. And it was like, I got him, what up? And you can't touch me. Have you ever wondered why he decided to make such OP cards for his deck? Besides the fact that he was the creator of the show? Well, if you guys remember, he created every card, right? This included the Egyptian god cards. And if you remember, those were monstrosities. They like you summon those. The only way you could beat them were with other god cards.
Yep.
So what if he created those tomb monsters as a contingency plan in case somebody tried to use the Egyptian gods against him? Because of the fact, like, okay, the Egyptian gods, they are powerful, but how can you beat what's immortal? And so he created the tunes as, bumbling, like just little cartoonish monsters, to kind of obfuscate the fact that they are immortal and were designed to survive anything, especially gods. So, yeah, that's my super random fan theory.
That's an interesting theory.
That's definitely a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of just like even Exodia as a cartoon.
Yeah. I thought that the Egyptian god cards were like relics from Egypt or something like that.
They
Like-
were, but then he turned them into cards.
He did?
Yeah.
It's been like decades since I watched Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, it has been for me too.
Yeah.
So like when coming up with this theory, I was like, oh, wait, oh yeah, I
That is
remember this.
interesting.
That is true.
Yeah. Imagine being beat by a shooting Exodia.
Nah, I have to be like Bandit Keith. I didn't pull out the Glock on him.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna.
Or if I'm in 4 kids, I'll just stick the finger at him.
Yeah, the finger gun. Yeah, that's an interesting theory. I wonder. Yeah, but my thing is that I don't think anyone else uses Toon World or any of
Nope,
those
it's
cards.
only him.
Why? But it's not that no one else has the capability of using those cards. They just choose not to.
No, I think only he like printed just those, and those are exclusively for him. So like,
That's true.
You know what? Like, I just thought of a really great theory.
ooh,
Or a fan, no, not a theory, but a fan, the villain. Can't remember words right now. Bakira, the one who had a split personality from Yu-Gi-Oh! You're just like, huh? He was out there betraying everybody with his yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. No. So what if? Because I can't remember who he was. I want to call him Bagheera, but that's definitely from
Like
The Jungle Book.
yeah.
Bakura?
Bakura. Yeah, I think that sounds more right.
Like that sounds correct.
So what if Bakura, because he knew that the Toon version of those Egyptian god cards could be defeated, he took the Toon cards, because I think he wanted to like end the world or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and he destroyed them because he knew that those were the only things that could stop his evil plan.
Be interesting.
Dang, that is.
Yeah. Only thing that I had in terms of fan theory, but I think a lot of people have pointed this out, is that like Meruem looks a lot like another villain, aka Cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's made from like different parts of things, grown from a single cell. My goodness.
It has the green tail
Yeah. He looks a lot like Seth.
and the fit, so
You
Dang, Horikoshi out here robbing. Or
What if Cell got like Bluska Dude into Hunter Hunter?
he got
like,
isekai.
we can't do.
Look, after he got killed by Gohan, he got isekai. And
Yeah. Oh, it's like Gohan was his truck coon.
yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make his death even more dirty. He was like, bro, I didn't even get to, I didn't do nothing. I didn't get to fight. But,
He came back. He was in Hunter x Hunter and got super weaker, and then he dies again. Like,
Yeah, got cheated.
yeah.
I wonder where he gets, and that would explain his honor. But I wonder where he got Isekai to next. I guess the world. We'll find out.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
But-
he's probably a dog in some other anime.
Dang. Like, you see that green dog over there? It's like, oh yeah, that's Cell. There he is.
how the mighty have fallen.
All right.
Yeah, he's fluffy and he wants to take over the world, but alas, he's a cat.
Yeah. So we'll be putting up our teams up on our social medias just for comparison, so you can see who we've picked and everything. Paulina, we had such a great time with you today. Definitely got to bring you back. It's season 2 if we get it
I had a great
green
time,
lighted.
too.
Oh.
Yes.
So now we're gonna get into our recommendations.
All right. So, my recommendations for today is basically all the anime that we mentioned, in which like 99% of which you can find on Crunchyroll, Funimation, Hulu, or
Netflix.
or Netflix. I was thinking like, what was the fourth
Yeah,
one?
where you can
Netflix.
find Castlevania on Netflix.
Yes, you can find Castlevania on Netflix too, even though it's not an anime. But
Yeah. Demon Slayer's on Netflix.
yep, it's like Netflix.
Only season 1, but Hulu has
Yes.
season 2.
Oh yes, and then soon in October you'll be finding Bleach on Disney Plus.
Good grief. God, you treated me all over again.
I only made that noise because October, when the anime hits in October, it's not stopping until like April of next year.
Oh yeah, nah, we gonna be eating for a while, but
Yeah.
how about y'all?
All right, so I'm gonna focus specifically on villain team arcs. So for Naruto Shippuden, you can hit the Akatsuki arc. So that's again, Meech laid out kind of where everything is. Specifically, that one's on Hulu. Hunter x Hunter, that's gonna be the Chimera arc, which is essentially the second half of the show entirely, and that's on Netflix mostly. The Chimera arc and also the Spiders. That was also a really good arc. Bleach, we have Soul Society arc and Waco Mundo, which is my favorite one, where you get to see them fight the Iron cars. Demon Slayer, just in general the entire thing because of Muzan plus the moons. JoJo, that's on all parts are on currently on Netflix, so you can check that out. And I forgot what the new season is called, but it's with Jolene Joestar. That's
Stone World?
Stone Ocean. That's coming out in October, part 2, and they are going to have a part 3, which is ridiculous. But just release it all at once. And then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the Homunculi. So
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, my recommendation, so one, Overlord. I've super enjoyed getting caught up with that, and it's pretty short as well.
yep.
Now, if you really want some like existential dread, 86 is an amazing, very uncomfy anime that I think everyone should watch. Let me think. Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yes.
I've loved that show, and I definitely think it deserves more love. And then on a lighter note, Golden Kamuy, which if you like treasure hunting, then you'll like Golden Kamuy, and also stupid humor, because it's filled with that. Space Dandy, just music alone, and the fact that it's by Shinichiro Watanabe, the same guy who made Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo.
I love that.
It is top tier. Then Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Like, really, the art style is super unique, and like it's also super cute. I love it, and I really, really hope it gets a second season. Let me think. Then Noragami. And I wish there is a way. Noragami, made by Studio Bones. It's awesome. It is a show that deserves way more love. And it is, I'm trying to remember, it's been a minute since I watched it. But basically it's ghost fighting. And trying to capture ghosts and defeat evil spirits. It's great. And if you want any YouTuber recommendations, one of my favorite YouTube channels is All Deaf Digital.
Hey.
Yeah, I love the squad cast. Patrick Cloud is my favorite. Shameless plug. Anyway, and then my mother's basement is another one that I really love. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Awesome. And now we get into our plugs, in which we have our Instagram and our Twitter, which is Blerd City 22. And then we have our YouTube and our Patreon under Blerd City Pod. Especially with the Patreon, that's where we go in. You can donate a couple bucks. Get yourself some exclusive content, such as our character analysis of Gara and many different other reviews that we have that's not going to be on any of our different platforms. And then finally, we have our Discord, which can be found in our Instagram page, and that's where we can just get together as a community. You get to really just pop off, we submit like different theories and whatnot. We just have great conversations. And hey, you may find one of your boys maybe gaming on there every now and again. You may never know. But hey, if you join that community, then you won't have to find it. You won't have to be worried to find out. And finally, we got ourselves our Gmail account, blerdcity22@gmail.com. That's where we submit. You guys can submit your Geek Out Freak Out segments, your random fan theory of the week segments, or just any recommendations, and especially them questions that you got for our Super Mega Q&A episode. So feel free to just shout us out. Hey, give us a like, a follow, and a subscribe, and we hope to see you soon.
Yep. So just with that, all the links are on our YouTube page. So if you just subscribe to that, go to a video, scroll down, you'll see the link to all of our social medias. Again, we're really hyped for our Q&A session for the bonus episode. That episode will be essentially based on what you provide us. So for my individual author pages, got my Instagram, Mitri_Dash, then my Twitter @themad-16. And if you want to read my novel, Phantom Pains, A Most Irregular Tale, you can catch that on Amazon or Amazon Kindle. So we have one more episode, main episode coming out week after this. Have no idea what we're going to do, but we're super excited for it. Paulina, thank you so much. Is there anything you want to plug again?
It was a pleasure to be here. Yep. So you can follow me on my social medias, and my handles are @Paulina_what, and it's WHAT. But just so you know, I don't be posting. So you might see the random story, but if you know I post, you know it's important. So that's that. And then, like I said, watch One Piece.
Yep. And do you want to leave the people with some words of encouragement?
Yes. So for all our incoming, developing blerds, I want to let you know that it is okay. You can like what you like. There's nothing weird or like strange about you liking anime, and go ahead and dive head first into it, because there's nothing worse than denying yourself or making yourself feel like I'm not allowed to like this because this is what kids like. So if you like cartoons, if you like fantasy football, if you like anime, go ahead and like that and enjoy it wholeheartedly. And hopefully we'll see you at a con someday.
Yep, love the message. So we're going to leave you as we always leave you. It's not goodbye forever. It's just goodbye for now. And that's the Blerd City Podcast.
See ya later.